Okay, welcome to Fly Mama's Thrive Pilates session. Today's session, we're going to be working on some strength and control work that's going to get you ready for running. So make sure that if this is the first time you're doing one of our sessions, you have ideally worked your way through the heal and the rebuild sessions as well, so that you've really built the foundations to get yourself ready for this session. So we're going to include a lot of strengthening work, okay? That this is going to really help you to prevent injuries in the future when it comes to strengthening up your lower body and your core. And we might do a little bit of impact work as well. So make sure, ladies, you've got your sports bras on and that you've got a little bit of water ready for you to have a drink if you need it. You've got a nice firm surface underneath you, preferably some supportive trainers if you're happy to wear them. But if you don't and you're happy to be barefoot, that just means that you're going to have a little bit of extra control to work on. So that's not a bad thing. I've got a step box. If you haven't got a step box, just take me with you and practice some of the exercises on the stairs at the end. So play your music and nice and loud, the music that you like to listen to that's going to get you in the mood to doing some exercise and doing some running. So I'm going to give you a minute to get yourself sorted ready for that. Press pause if you need to, and then press play and join me again in a second. So for those of you that are watching this back, it's a bank holiday this weekend. It's glorious sunshine. So I hope that you have had a wonderful time. Roll your shoulders back and just loosen off your shoulders for me. Okay, good. And then take your hands back behind you. So with our Thrive classes, just make sure that you are not in any pain before doing them. These are our classes that are really there to help you to develop your strength and control back to whatever sport it is that you want to do. So today's sport is getting us back into running, but it's whatever excites you and makes you want to thrive as a mother into motherhood. So really make sure that you are feeling good today, okay? Pick a good day to do this, and we are just going to optimize that feeling right now. So wiggle your hips from side to side, loosen off your lower back, get yourself into some circular hip motions, all the way in one direction and then all the way in the other. Lovely. Okay, let's just start to move our legs a little bit. So we're going to bend our knees and just start to loosen off your hips and your legs. Start to bring your arms into it. And I want your elbows to be at 90 degrees as you start to pump your arms. We're going to start to get our heart rate coming up a little bit more now. Okay, now if this feels comfortable, you don't want to have any sort of feelings of discomfort in your pelvic area or any sort of leaking signs. But if you are still feeling good, you can keep progressing it with me. I'm going to show you several exercises. The first one I do is generally going to be the easiest, and then we're going to take it up that little bit further. So let's see if we can lift our knees up now. Lift your knees up that little bit higher as you start to jog on the spot. Okay, really think about drawing your pelvic floor and your core in so that you're feeling nice and tall and nice and strong as you're jogging on the spot. We're going to do this for another 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Straight into some squats. So come straight back into some squats. Now I want you to make sure that you have got a chair nearby, because in a minute we're going to do some single leg raises and sit to stands as well. Let's keep going with the squats. And ready for another 10. 10, 9, good. 8, sit back with the squat. Make sure that your knees are not overshooting your toes as you sit down. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Shake it off. Well done. Okay, jogging on the spot again. Okay, whichever level you feel comfortable with, whether you want to keep your feet on the floor to start with, whether you already start to bring your knees up. We're now going to flick our heels towards our bottom. So flick your heels towards your bottom. Good. Really feel a bit of a stretch through your fronts of your quads as you do that. Okay, 5, 4, come tall, 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Wiggle off. Okay, back into our squats. 1, 2. This time we're going to go into a bit of a squat jump. Okay, so are you ready? Come down, push up. 1, 2. When you land, make sure but your knees are not dropping in. Okay, so we don't want our knees to drop in as we land. We're coming straight up, landing 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5. We're aiming for 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Shake them off. Well done. Back into our jogging on the spot. 1, 2. High knees. 3. Come on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flick your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Shake them off. Well done, everybody. So coming back now into our squat. If you want to come into a sumo squat like this one, so you're going to step your leg out to the side for 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what this doing, do exactly the same on the other side. We're starting to get our strength, taking our legs a little bit further apart. So we have to control our pelvic floor that little bit more. Great work, guys. 5, 4. Squeeze and lift your back passage and your pelvic floor as you come up into a standing position. And rest off. Well done. Okay, grab your chair, whatever it is that you've got to sit on. One of the strength tests that I give my clients before being able to run is the equivalent of a single leg dip. So grab your water, guys. When you're doing a single leg dip, you want to really be able to control that dip. Every time you take a step when you're running, just a quick second. Excuse me, it's really hot in here. So every time you take a single leg dip, every time you're stepping and you're taking a run, you are effectively doing a single leg dip. So you're controlling a dip up and down. Okay, so we're just going to practice that on our left leg to start with. Tuck tailbone under, squeeze your bottom, and you're coming into a single leg dip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Control, pull your core in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't make your knee drop in. 9, 10. Good. Come on to the other side. Squeeze your bottom, tuck your tailbone under before you go, so that when you're doing a single leg balance, you're really keeping control. You're not wobbling around. Grow tall through that hip and through that leg. And we're going to go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done, guys. 2 more. Last one. Good. Come off of there. Right, chairs behind you. You're going to go into a squat into the chair to start with. So you're really sitting back, imagining there's eggshells underneath your bottom, pushing through your quads, squeezing your pelvic floor, drawing in and up as you come up into standing. I'm going to show you side on. Keep practicing. Sit right back. Eggshells, squeeze your quads, come up into control. Come back, eggshells, back up. 3, 4. Keep going. Good go. Good work. Good work. Good work. My little daughter's 2.5, and she keeps saying, "Hi guys, hi guys." I'm like, "Where did you hear that from?" And then I keep catching myself saying, "Come on, guys, you can do it." I'm like, oh, they are literally mirrors of us, aren't they? Absolutely. Right, coming now into a single leg dip. So same thing again, but this time I want you to see if you can take one foot behind you. So I'm taking my right foot behind me. I'm putting my weight on my left one, leaning forward a little bit, squeezing as I come back up. So as little weight through this hovering leg as possible. Come down and push back up. Now, ideally, you want to be able to do 20 of these on each leg really well before moving on to the next one. Great work. Now, if you're starting to get any knee pain, back off a little bit, okay? Because you want to be able to really strengthen and control through that leg as you go. Great work. Couple more on here. Great work, guys. So really strengthen through that leg. When you've done 20, you're going to rest off of there. Or if you've done 10 and that feels like your limit, that's absolutely fine. Go with what works for you. Shake off. Come onto the other side. Same thing again. Really control it. I like to start with a push. So I'm going to keep my left foot on the floor to start with. Control down, then up. Just test yourself a couple of times. Make sure you've got your control. And then when you're ready, you can lift that leg off of the floor. We're aiming for 20, but it's got to be 20 good ones. And you've got to be careful that your knee doesn't feel the pressure too much to start with. So really controlling it. Maybe stick your leg out in front to help you get that balance and control. Great work, guys. Great work. We're going to come into a little bit of calmer practice in a minute with some great big hip flexor stretches, which is so good for preparation before running. Keep going, doing a really good job. When you've done your 20, have a rest off there. Great work. I'm going to do 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Feel the burn? Great work. Okay, let's go into a calf raise. So, in fact, before we do, let's go into a little bit of an adapted sun salutation for a stretch. So if you want your mat, absolutely use it, but you don't need to. The really good thing about these exercises is you can do them if you are out running as a bit of a warm-up as well. So, pop your hands either on the floor or on the bench or something like that, and you can kind of work with a bit of a runner stretch. I'm going to show you the full deep stretch, and then you can adapt it depending on where you are. So let's start off by loosening off our legs. Take a deep breath in and raise your arms above your head, and then breathe out and bring them back down. Deep breath in, and then out. 2 more, and out. Okay, this time, when you come all the way down, you're going to forward fold towards the floor, and you're going to wiggle your shoulders and your hips. Get a little bit of a stretch through your back, and let your head rest off. Take your hands forward and walk them forwards into a downward facing dog position. But you're going to walk the dog, so you're going to loosen off your calves by just taking one knee, bending it, and then pushing the heel down on the other side, and just alternate from side to side. Loosen off those calves, loosen off your back, push your hips down. Now really push your chest into your knees. It's as close as you can get them. Feel the stretch all the way through your back, through your shoulders. Raise your bottom as high as you can get them. As you can see, I'm not the most flexible, and I tend to be a little bit tighter as a runner. So that's quite normal for us, but it's really good to get more out of our runnings to sort of improve our range of movement, but then most importantly, the strength that we've got through that range. So really loosen yourself off through here. Okay, come on to your knees and stretch your hands out in front of you. Give yourself a little bit of a loosen off into child's pose. Great work, guys. Okay, we're going to do 3-legged dog and then take us into what I call the runner's lunge, because I just find that this one is such a classic for people that may be tight in the hip flexors as a result of running. So lift your leg up above you. I'm going to do my left leg first. So my left leg's raising up towards the ceiling and then coming knee between your arms. Do 1, 2. On the third one, swing your foot between your hands. If you need to help it with your left hand, absolutely do that. And then come up into a lunge position. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your bottom, and lunge forward from here. Really feel the stretch through the right hip as you do that. Really great work, guys. Well done. Okay, squeeze that bottom, tuck your tailbone under. The more you squeeze your right bottom, the deeper the stretch will feel in the right hand side. If you put your leg straight back behind you as you come into a lunge, you'll feel it more at the front of your hip. Now take a deep breath in and raise your arms above your head again, and then come back down. And then raise them above your head. And this time you're going to face towards the left leg. You're going to bring your right hand towards your left knee, and your left hand's coming behind your back. And you're going to look over your left shoulder. Squeeze that buttock as you do. Really great work. And just if you're comfortable to, lunge a little bit further forward, but make sure you engage your buttock on your back leg, so on your right leg. Okay, take your hands either side of your front foot, take your foot across your body, and then you're going to come into a pigeon stretch. So you're going to feel the stretch through your buttock on this left-hand side and gently rotate from side to side to loosen that off. Okay, coming back now into a downward facing dog position. Walk the dog, loosen it off. Then take your opposite leg up towards the ceiling now. So I'm taking my right leg up towards the ceiling. Really look underneath your right armpit as you do, and then bring your knee to your elbow for 3 times. Keep the momentum going, and then swing it between your hands. Okay, come down into that lunge. Squeeze your left buttock now. Really squeeze that side and feel the stretch through the hip flexor on that left-hand side. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. This time, take your left hand towards your right knee, your right hand behind your back, and rotate away, squeezing your left buttock. Really engage that left buttock. That's going to increase the hip flexor stretch on that left-hand side. And draw your tummy in. Okay, come back. Deep breath in. Take your hands in front, and then now your right leg across your body into a pigeon stretch, and just stretch off that hip flexor back and forth. Great work, guys. Really, really good. Okay. Coming now back into 4-point kneeling. Just going to do a couple of humps and dumps. If you're pregnant, just come to neutral, as we always do. Otherwise, you're going to go all the way through cat-cow, humps and dumps, whatever you want to call them. Okay, come back into a downward dog position. And we're going to come back onto our feet for our next bit of strengthening now. So hopefully you feel all nice and stretched and warmed up. And we're going to come back onto our feet for our next bit of strengthening. So the first bit of strengthening to test for your running is your squats, and then really specifically your single leg, like sit to stands, which is equivalent of a single leg squat. The next thing we need is our calves to be really strong. Okay, so we're going to start off doing them together, and then we're going to take them and do one at a time. Ideally, you want to aim for 20 on each side to know that you've got some good strength to be able to continue the push off of the run. Okay, so keep both of them warming up to start with by just doing them both together. Now, in a second, you're going to go and just balance on something to help you as you're going to do one at a time. Okay, so I'm going to come onto the wall, holding onto the side. I'm going to squeeze my bottom on my left side to make sure that I'm standing nice and strong, so I'm not wobbling all over the place. What I don't want to be doing is a single leg raise of my calf, but with my hip dropped out to the side. So I want to be strong through here as I lift up. So balance first of all, squeeze your bottom, and then come up. 1, 2, you're aiming for 20 now. It does burn after a while, so really do what you feel comfortable with. Maybe start with 5, have a little rest off, and then do another 5. Okay. All right, I'm going to do another 3. I'm going to shake it off, and then I'm going to do my last 10. Shake it off, because we're doing a full strengthening set today. Shake it off, and then do another 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, feel it up your legs. Squeeze your bottom. 2, 1. Shake it off. Okay, can you feel that, guys? Calf is burning. All right, shake it off. Let's do the other side. Let's do 2 sets of 10 or break it down however you want to. We are aiming long term to be able to do 20 off the back nice and comfortably. Okay, off you go. Squeeze your bottom, draw your core in as you do it. That's going to help you to stabilize. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, shake it off if you need to. If you're still going, absolutely crack on. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. Well done, guys. Well done. Okay, keep going if you can. Keep going. I want to see. Just going to make sure that it's still recording. My computer's decided to stop. Fabulous. Right, so let's go to the left-hand side again. And let's go for another 10. Let's see if we can do 20 off the back, but do as many as you can. Off you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew, great work, guys. Other side, when you are ready. Before you go for it, you've got to engage your core. If you do more of this up here, your calf actually has to do less work, okay? 3, 4, 5, because you're supporting your body better. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Really good work. It's probably enough for now. There are so many variations that we can do of that. We can do eccentric control down. We can go fast up. We can sort of stop halfway through. When I do rehab for some people that have got Achilles issues and stuff, definitely that's something that we can swap up and change a little bit. But just for a little bit of an overall workout, just see how your calves feel after that, because they're probably going to feel a little bit tight. So make sure we really stretch them off, doing some nice downward dog stretches, maybe even get the foam roller out after this session, okay? So either take me now to the stairs or grab yourself your step. We are going to do some box steps to strengthen up our power and our drive, okay? So when you are doing a lot of your running, we need a lot of drive, particularly if you're running up the hills. So we're going to practice the drive to do that now. I'm going to move this because I think I'm going to slip otherwise. Okay, I hope you guys have got some fun tunes playing. It makes it so much more exciting. So do definitely put your music on if you haven't already. Okay, left leg, lifting up with your leg. You're going to drive through and push up for 1, 2. I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to bring the camera up so you can see my head. Keep going, guys. Well done. Okay, so left leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, other side. So when you're driving your leg forward, I want you to really think about squeezing your bottom, tucking your tailbone under, and the opposite arm comes up with your leg. And that momentum really helps to lift you. So with your back leg, you're going to come up onto your toes, and then you're going to drive through the strength on this side. So come up, 1. So my right leg is in front. I'm driving through that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, feel free if you are on the stairs to, in between sets, have a little run up and down stairs. We are going to just jog on the spot. If you've got a step box, just want you to jog on the spot, but I want you to do high knees. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, come back and join me on the bottom step. Make sure we're doing this on the bottom step. I don't want anyone falling down. Okay, so leg up, drive. 1, 2. Really using this driving leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Take that step and turn yourself around. So if you're jogging, in fact, everyone jog up and down the stairs or jog on the spot. The next exercise we're going to do is going to be controlling it down the stairs. So if you imagine that you are now running down a hill, you've got a lot of eccentric control. So this is where the single leg dip comes in really, really important. So you're going to make sure you've got that control down the stairs. So come and find your bottom step now. And you're going to practice coming down and then pushing back up. Okay, and if you are on the stairs, feel free, as long as you feel safe to do so, to hold on to the banisters and walk up the stairs backwards. That's a great posterior chain motion to control your glutes, to make sure that you don't wobble all over the place as you are coming down and back up. And really control, if you're on the bottom step doing what I'm doing, really control that movement down and back up. Great work, guys. Really, really good. Okay, swap sides. So I'm going to do my right leg now, but if you're going up backwards up the stairs, just keep going. Okay, and then when you get to the bottom, I want you to do 10 controlled dips just on the bottom so that you get the controlled single leg dip work as well as the backwards walking up the stairs. Good. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, great work, everybody. Right, let's come back to your mats. So use this moment now to grab yourself a drink if you need to. We've got another strengthening set on the mat before we're going to do our cool down. So we're going to get into bridge, and then we are going to go into some side lying. So if you are comfortable lying flat, absolutely you need to lie flat. If you're not, you can grab yourself some pillows and say that you are propped up a little bit, because we are going to do the bridge. Most of you, I think, will be doing this postnatally. If you are pregnant, you want to be using a chair or something, or a step box, just to lift yourself up so that you don't come completely into an inverted position. But let's just practice it in a full bridge here. So squeeze your bottom and tuck your tailbone under a little bit. Take a deep breath in and let your tummy rise with your breath in. And breathe out. Breathe in and out. Okay, so once you feel like you're in a relaxed position, we're going to aim for 20 bridges. Then we're going to do 20 with double leg first, and then one of the running research articles that was done was really talking about the strength tests that I'm actually doing with you as part of these exercise program. And one of them was 20 single leg bridges on each side. Now that's hard, ladies. So let's do 2 together to start with. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your bottom and come up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going if you can. If you need a rest, crack on. Otherwise, you're going to keep going. We've got another 8 to do, 7, 6. And you feel your bottom yet? If you can't, squeeze your bottom a little bit further. Take your feet a little bit closer to your bottom. 3, 2, 1. Rest off. Hug your knees up to your chest. Just relax your back off a little bit. Okay, are we ready for a single leg bridge? Now this one's hard. So take your feet close to your bottom so that your hamstrings don't have to work so hard. If you're getting cramp in your hamstrings, there's 2 things to do. One is to bring your foot closer to your bottom. The second is to squeeze your bottom a little bit more. And if it's still too much, then take your other leg and put it on and just do double leg ones. Okay, are you ready? Take your right leg out in front of you. When you lift your right leg up, you want to imagine you've got like a spirit level sitting on your hips. So you don't want to rock it too much. Coming up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, that was hard. Right, take that knee up to your chest. I'm going to give myself a little bit of a bottom stretch by putting my foot onto my opposite knee, pushing my knee away. And now I want you to thread your left hand between your legs and hug your right knee up to your chest. And that's going to increase that buttock stretch into that piriformis of the left leg that was just working super hard then. Okay, come back down. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your bottom. Then you're going to come with your right leg up. And we're going to go again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest off. I just realized that I did the same leg twice. I was like, oh my God, this leg's so much weaker. And then I thought, Michelle, you're not concentrating. You've just done the same leg twice. I can't believe you just done that. Oh my goodness me. Right, well, we're all going to suffer as a result of that. Hopefully, you guys went alternate. But I was going to do 2 rounds of each leg anyway. So I'm going to do both on my right leg now. So I'm going to feel the fatigue in my right side. So come over onto, have a lay down and do whichever leg you want to, whether it's your left or your right. Okay, so back to the starting position, legs bent. Okay. We are nearly done, guys. Well done, well done. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, stretch it off. Give yourself a little bit of a knee hug. Give your piriformis a bit of a stretch before we go back and do another round. Whichever leg is your final leg that you're going to finish on now. For another round of 20. Are you ready? Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3. Don't finish, guys. Come on, keep going with me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. Last few. Oh, great work, guys. Well done. Hug your knees up to your chest. Give them a great big stretch off. You've done really super well with that one. Okay, the last and final strength exercise is going to be on our sides. So turn yourself over. I'm going to start off laying on my left-hand side. And you've got an option here. You can either have your foot onto the floor and you're going to do 20 raises up and down. Squeeze your bottom here as you go. So we're going to do another 15. Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Last 3. 3, 2, 1. Okay. If you want to give that stretch off, if you want to either stick with that level again, or you're going to come up and we're going to work our left side as well as our right side now. So we're coming up into a plank as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest off there. Well done, guys. Well done. Coming on to our opposite side. Start off on your knees. You're going to aim for 20 in this position and then 10 with your legs raised up. 3, 4, 5. Well done. Keep going. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest off there if you want to get to your 20. And then when you're ready, come and join us up into the side plank position. And we're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7. Draw your core and tuck your tailbone under. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, well done, everyone. Come into child's pose. Let's take our feet together and our knees further apart so we really stretch off through into this position. We're going to finish off with a little bit of a sun salutation again to get our hips loosened off, and then I'm going to leave you to finish off any extra stretches you want to do. I highly recommend logging on to one of our specific stretch sessions if you want to now. We've got some lovely stretch sessions in our heel class. I've even got a foam rolling session in there. I really would recommend coupling this Thrive session with a foam rolling session just to really optimize your recovery. Let's take our left leg up towards the ceiling, knee to elbow, 2, 3, come into a lunge, take your knee down, take a deep breath in. Take your arm across your body, stretch off through. Then take your front leg across your body again. And just gently loosen off that front hip. Really good. Take the leg back behind you. Walk the dog as much as you need to. And then take the right leg up towards the ceiling. And you're going to do 3, 2, final one between your hands. Good work, guys. Really good. Deep breath in. And out. Okay, take the front leg across your body. Stretch off through the buttock. Rock back and forth to feel the stretch through the right buttock. Oh. Come back up into the lunge because we didn't do the rotation. Okay, so come up, take your left leg across your body, your right leg across, and feel that rotation. Now bring your hands either side of your foot. Take your foot back into pigeon because you can never do too much of this. And loosen it off again. When you're ready, take your foot back into a plank position. Okay, and you're going to come into downward dog. Walk your feet towards your hands. Deep breath in. All the way into forward fold. And back up. Oh, amazing, guys. Well done. Thank you for joining me for the run session. If you have watched this back, I would absolutely love to know how you found it. It was a really good strength session today to help you to build your strength ready for running. So do comment, let us know how you got on. And there's more to follow. All right, see you soon. Bye.